XYZ with Erik, Zachary. Happy Wednesday.
Wow, it's only Wednesday?
You said that with so much
This is brutal.
energy.
This is rough.
It's a long week, man. I feel like it's extra for Jordan because you just, like, in the last 3 weeks, you've gotten married, you had your birthday, and you just want to, like, relax and be a retired person now.
I wish I could be a retired person, but, you know, the grind doesn't stop.
I will compliment that this is like your 10th day in a row wearing pants to the studio.
I'm really trying, man. I am really trying.
He's really just cycling through his outfits from Portugal. He's
I'm mixing them up, though. You never saw these pants with this shirt before. This is a new one.
No, you work at Zara. It looks great.
Thank you. Thank you.
The show is on. Mom's Hot Take on XYZ with Erik, Zachary. It's all brought to you by T-Mobile. It's better over here. Find out how at T-Mobile.com/magenta status. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Jordan. Hello.
Hi.
Have you ever gotten a call from your parents and they're just technologically deficient?
Yeah.
Sometimes my mom,
Yeah, and I will say, like, my mom has done a pretty good job at trying to stay up on, like, knowing how most things work. She uses TikTok. She can use social media pretty well.
It says Apple Cash in my wallet on my phone.
There have been moments where my mom, like last summer, I think it was, she was like, I always post cute photos and no one's responding to my stuff on Instagram.
Right.
And I look at her Instagram and she's just posting it to her close friends, and the only close friend she has is me. And I'm like, that's because no one's seeing it, Mom. She's like, but I only follow close friends. I'm like,
now I am socially, like, making fun of others for doing that very same thing.
Yeah.
So
wow. We call that hypocrisy. So yesterday she calls me and she's, like, really going through it. And like,
I needed food. I was starving.
You were hangry.
Don't read. Like, my family, we're having a little bit of a struggle with some health stuff with my dad and whatnot. And so, like, I never know what I'm walking into when I call my mom.
Sure.
And she had the same level of distraught in her voice that she did when my dad was, like, went missing as a man with dementia.
Right.
But she was just trying to order food.
What were you trying to get?
Oh my gosh, a kale broccoli bowl.
Like a chicken bowl.
I would not be going that.
By the way, the local spot that she was going to pick it up from anyway. I'm like, just go order it there. So, like, she's trying to describe to me, like, what she's trying to place the order online.
Why does my wallet on my phone say Apple Cash?
No, Apple Cash is like, it's like, think of it like
I
a
have
Venmo.
$16 in it.
It's like, so it's just a temporary account. Yeah, so she was trying to use that, but then she's like, well, I'm trying to put my Chase card into my Apple Cash, and that doesn't work. I'm like, well, you mean your wallet? Like, you have to add your
card to your Apple wallet.
But I'm like,
and it won't add.
But I'm like, she's not describing. I can't see her screen.
Sure.
I said, can you send me a screenshot? And she does this thing that drives me crazy, where, like, you know how to take a screenshot, but you will take a photo of your phone from your iPad and send that to me. And I'm like, this doesn't help me. Only for me to finally figure out she's trying to order, by the way, the local restaurant through Uber Eats as pickup. A place she lives 5 minutes from that she's going to pick up the food from anyway.
You could just go there and order
It's essentially a fast food place. Like, they could prepare it right then and there.
Wait, you weren't even going to do delivery?
No.
No.
So, like, I finally get screenshots, finally figuring out, like, oh, she doesn't have a Chase card attached to her Uber account, so it's not giving her that option. The only thing that's coming up is, like, Apple Cash. Or she's like, oh, do I have PayPal? And I was like, Mom, no.
Do I have PayPal?
After, like, 6 minutes of me, I'm like, Mom, I will literally just pay for this if we could stop this conversation right now.
There was a dead silence, and Erik goes, Mom, I will pay for your food if you just tell me what you want.
I said, I will pay for this if we could just stop this conversation. And she goes, it's not about that. I'll give you the money. I said, it's not about the money. It's about my time.
Venmo.
Yeah, I was like, no. So I go ahead and pre-order it because I'm not inept. And she goes to the restaurant. The restaurant's internet is down anyway, so she had to end up ordering the food there.
So funny.
That's hilarious.
Well, no, I walked in and I said, I'm here to pick up my Uber.
Well, it's DoorDash, so that also is confusing.
And she goes, and the little chickie at the counter goes, no, we don't have that because our internet's down. And I said, well, what am I supposed to do? She goes, I don't know. Tell your client that you can't have food.
They thought you were like a DoorDash driver.
I was a DoorDash driver.
Yes.
And then the manager.
The blonde 50-plus woman walking with my dad with dementia. They're just delivering DoorDash around the suburbs.
You know what? That is probably more common than you think.
Okay.
No. know. It
Long
was
story
just
short,
funny.
my mom's
I
coming
got
to
a free drink out of it.
My mom's coming to the city tonight, and she's like, "Can we schedule some time to go over my Apple Cash?"
Well, I was gonna say, did we resolve this? Do you have the card in your Apple wallet?
No, because then I got emails that said we couldn't
She
add your
tried it
card.
too many times. She got a fraud alert from Chase.
Okay, got you. You know, all you have to do is just like hold your card to the phone.
I did that,
Jordan.
and then I got an email that
Next
said
time, I'm sending her your way.
Yeah.
we
Okay,
couldn't
all right,
add
we'll
your
figure it
card
out.
to Apple Wallet.
Mom's hot
This
take
is confusing.
is all brought to
it's
you by
confusing.
T-Mobile. It's better over here. Find
There's
out how
too many apples.
at T-Mobile.com/magenta status. Your XYZ ENT Entertainment Report, all brought to you by Eggland's Best. The Britney Spears biopic is coming, and people everywhere are saying, "Free Britney, make sure this is right, make sure it's accurate, make sure this is real."
Yeah.
And I guess Liz Meriwether has been tapped to write the biopic.
Yes. I think the big thing about it, if you don't know who that is,
I don't.
She was the creator of New Girl.
Oh.
So yeah, like this is the big update. You've got my attention now.
I see. What worries me when I hear that is that they're gonna take some of the more serious aspects of her biopic and make it too quirky, fun, like New Girly.
yeah.
you
So
know?
it's still being directed by John M. Chu.
She has knives in her hands.
Yeah, oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's yet to be seen. I just know that there is going to be. That gives me a little hope that it's not going to be all super serious. I think that there are some parts of Britney's life that you can like play around with, and there are allow for some jokes.
Yeah,
But
I mean, yeah.
Were you gonna say more words, Audrey? Or
Well, yeah, I was just sorry. Didn't want to cut you off. I was just gonna say I feel like Britney Spears has had for better or for worse a pretty
crazy life?
crazy life.
yeah, exactly. So I hope that it's not all just like the craziness. They're definitely gonna go off of her the book that
Woman
she
in Me.
that she put out. So you'll see it told from her eyes.
Yeah.
However, to bring in somebody like Liz Meriwether, I'd be like, oh, okay, there might be a little bit of a levity here.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Really interested in who they tap to play Britney, because I feel like if they go too unknown of a star,
Sure.
it's gonna come off very hallmarky.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if
I
they
agree.
go too big of a star, it's going to be like that's showing up Britney, and fans wouldn't be thrilled about that part either.
You
Yeah.
mean you don't want it to be Sydney Sweeney,
God.
Eric?
No, please no. I'm not the biggest Britney Spears fan, but don't do that to Britney.
Yeah, fair. I totally agree. That was sarcasm.
I just imagining the scene that Sydney would put on, like, oh my God, I shaved my head. I just don't see it going well.
I shaved my head.
You know what I'm saying?
it's real Sweetie hate hours over here. Okay.
I'm very Team Britney on that one.
All right.
XYZ with Erik, Zachary, your XYZ ENT Entertainment Report, all brought to you by Eggland's Best.
So only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
The World Cup, believe it or not, continues even beyond the Team USA knockout. And I know that's sarcasm for someone. Before someone's like, it's the biggest sporting event in the world, blah, blah, blah. We get it. Soccer is important to you. That said, the final is scheduled to happen a week from Sunday in New Jersey at MetLife. And they're tapping or potentially tapping Coldplay
It's rumored
to play the halftime show.
This
Not
would make
confirmed.
sense.
I just feel like, while it wouldn't be my first choice, it's like them or you two. Like, you have to
Right,
pick a
yeah.
very
Yeah.
universally
Very global.
people that spread the message of bringing the world together.
Yes.
Well,
That's just very,
Coldplay's they're popular everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
They are.
they kind of just got it down.
including for couples that you're,
I was
sleeping around on.
I was gonna say, if you
Yeah.
are cheating on your spouse, buy tickets now.
They have the chance to do the funniest thing.
Exactly.
And invite that CEO and the HR lady.
Yep,
I always
yes.
forget it was an HR woman. Too. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Back.
bonkers.
But yeah, they could be playing the halftime show at the upcoming World Cup final. Yesterday, I was driving pretty late. Nice night, driving home, windows down, and I don't know what struck me, but Jesse McCartney was the mood, so I was
Yeah.
blasting this song with my windows
I
down.
don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go away.
Beautiful song, right? Yeah. Great song. Old school song, millennial song.
Right.
It's 12:30 at night. I was driving home pretty late, and my windows are down, and I'm at a stoplight, and I look over, and a dude is just staring me down. Like, what is
Why are you
happening,
doing that?
man?
Yeah.
I'm sure I was a character in his story at that
Sure.
point.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, you're that we're all connected, Eric.
Yeah,
You were each characters in each other's stories.
Previously, I said it was like Terry Crews and Bruce Almighty. It was Terry Crews and Click, Adam Sandler.
Yes, okay.
That's what I was thinking of. But what is your guilty pleasure song? Like, no matter when, where you're playing it, and just like you don't care, you're singing along. Audrey, what was yours?
Mine is "Fishing in the Dark"
Oh.
by Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
I've never heard of this.
Yes, you have.
This is a great song.
You and me go fishing in the
Oh,
dark.
this song, yeah. I know this song.
I put this on. I'm in.
So Minnesotan of you.
I'm
Wow.
This
so
is just
ready.
Minnesota State Fair.
I love this song so
It's a great
much.
song. This and this one's a little twangy for like my dad's old like catalog, but
Yeah.
you know what was really big for him and my mom was Doobie Brothers, Old Black
Yeah,
Water.
yeah,
Old
yeah,
Black
yeah,
Water.
yeah.
It's like in the
Yeah.
same vein as that.
Yeah.
Jordan, what was your song?
Nelly Furtado, Do It.
Do
Yes.
this. That's my song. This is NSYNC pop.
This isn't a guilty pleasure, Eric. This is just a pleasure. You love this song.
I love it so much. Have you ever seen me do the choreography to this?
No.
I know the
He
full.
knows all of it.
I kind of scaled it back now that I'm a little older.
She said, get up and do it.
I will. I did it in the Pride Parade the other day, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he did.
Amazing.
My buddies Mark and Trace.
Play my song.
Yeah, we learned the choreography for it
Like
in
I
college
said, not guilty, just a pleasure.
because we thought it would help get us girls.
How'd that work? Did it?
I don't know that that's the reason I have a girlfriend right now.
Okay,
but it's
okay,
not
yeah.
the reason.
Yet to be seen.
If she saw that, she'd break up.
Right.
With me. I'm sorry. So yours was "Do It," Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly
I played the
Furtado.
wrong song. So this song right here.
Yes, it's so girly bubblegum
Very
pop.
B-side.
Yeah, and I love this song.
I was saying earlier, my mom put this album on my iPod Shuffle when I was like 6.
Your mom's a real one.
You had an iPod at 6? That's wild.
Well,
Which
we're
shuffle
not
did you
all
have?
35.
What describe the look of the iPod Shuffle for you, Audrey, as the 24-year-old on the show?
I think that it had a screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
okay.
was like new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
I
was
thought none
hot
of the shuffles
pink.
had screens. That was
No,
the whole
that's
point.
the Nano, I think.
No, the Nano had screens. The Shuffle
then I had
no
an-
screen.
then it was my iPod Nano.
Because the original Shuffle looked like a little stick of gum. It was a white stick.
Yeah.
And then they
Right.
started making them like little
Little
squares.
squares.
Yeah, my mom had one of those.
But they were called Shuffles because you had no screen. So it would
Yeah.
shuffle
Yeah.
the
You
music.
just didn't know
Right.
what you were getting.
You had a Nano at 6? I had a
Yeah.
Nano in high school.
My babysitter. Well, that would make sense,
So-
Eric, because when you were in high school, I was 6.
So
Nope.
funny enough, if you type in iPod Nano and look up images, the first thing that comes up is that Nelly Furtado album.
That's
in the
hilarious.
screen of a Nano.
What is your classic guilty pleasure song? You're playing it any time of the day. Doesn't matter. Puts you in a good mood. I want to put a new playlist together. So let us know. XYZ content on Instagram. What have you been into? Binging, watching? Jordan, you were talking about SlingTV.
Okay, stop making fun of me. It's also on AMC Plus.
Oh.
But it's called The Last Anniversary. It is a limited series murder
Whodunit.
mystery. Whodunit.
Got it.
So yeah.
Netflix for Audrey. Yours is.
I'm watching the Avatar The Last Airbender live action. Jordan's making fun of me for it. I think it's cute. I think it's mindless, and I'm happy to watch it. I finished Beef, and Beef made me literally
No, you don't get
lose
to.
my
You got
marbles.
to.
You don't get to.
I finished Beef. Don't watch Beef. It will break
Audrey,
your heart.
Audrey,
Watch Avatar
Audrey.
instead.
All right. Cape Fear on Apple TV Plus. I'm sure you've had
It's a
someone in
good
your
one.
life that's already told you about this. Executive produced by Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg. Like,
Huge.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the craziest thriller drama. A little scary, but not horror.
Suspense.
Don't worry. It's not like the original movie. It's not like
Yeah.
a slasher or anything like that. And that's on Apple TV Plus. What's a nickname that someone gave you and it just stuck and you're like, I didn't come up with this. I don't know why I have this, but it's just a thing.
Sure.
Jordan was the first person in my life to actually give me like a real nickname that I was okay with. Cause like my name's Erik. It's 4 letters. So like you're really short in that. I tried to be cool at times and give myself Easy or E.
Yes.
But it didn't really work in high school or college. As I've gotten older, I sign my emails Easy, and so that's sticking a bit more now.
Yeah.
But it's something that's just my initials, Erik Zachary.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Jordan calls me Rick.
I just take the E off of Erik. I call him Rick.
And people are so confused, especially when my dad's around, because my dad's Richard.
Sure, yeah.
So everyone's like, do you mean his dad? He's like, no,
I mean Rick.
Yeah.
He's standing right there.
But it's just one of those things. But there's been some other people that call me Rick that I'm like, it doesn't work.
You can't do that. Yeah.
It's not your thing.
Yeah.
Some nicknames are communal. Others are like with that specific person. It's almost like a secret handshake.
Like you can't share like wet beefers with other people, right?
Damn,
sick.
I can't believe you brought that back.
That's sick.
I'm only saying we briefly joked about calling Audrey wet beefers.
I have IBS. I'll explain it.
But Jordan said it.
But I didn't turn it into a nickname.
I
just said
It
it.
was
turned
so
it into a
shocking
nickname.
that I was like, "That's very funny to say," but I'm never gonna continue that and like call that to you.
Hey,
Let me be the
been
first
a
to
week,
say,
and
Audrey, if somebody outside of this room calls
this
you
show,
wet beefers,
I'll
I will
fight
fight.
them.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will fight.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you got the older brothers in us there.
Great.
Odge. Well, there's your nickname, Odge.
Odge is a nickname. That's one. That one's fine. People have called me that for a while now.
Okay.
One that I got when I was a barista. I was a barista at a restaurant for a while, and the chef started calling me Beans.
That's very ironic.
Huh.
And then it,
Interesting.
and then it progressed into frijoles.
Okay. So
then the kitchen was calling me frijoles
Frijoles. I
for
didn't
a
know that.
while.
All right, Spanish beans.
In high school, before I had gone through my growth spurt,
Sure.
I was 5'2".
Okay.
Now 5'11" and 3/4 because Jordan won't let me say 6 foot.
Because that's just a fact.
It's literally just under 6 foot.
Yep.
Okay.
I was very compact, right? I hadn't grown vertically yet.
Very compact.
And I had a lot of weight in my face, and I was in theater, and like the older group of kids thought for whatever reason that I resembled the kid who played Beans on Even Stevens.
Oh, really?
Like
Yours was Beans
But if you
Yeah.
ever seen that, he's like the most disliked, ugly, non-lovable person. And so they all started calling that definitely as an insult.
Sure. Yeah.
And then trying to get it to stick. And as I got older and definitely never looked like him or anything,
Right.
they just kept doing it.
Sure.
And I was like, hey, this really bothers me. I tried everything in the book. I tried like, oh, it's fine. Keep calling it to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And like everything.
Sure.
And it just always came from a point of hate and like really...
That's so mean.
Yeah, just like, and I was like, you're not understanding. I don't mind a nickname. I mind that you're comparing me to like the most dislikable, annoying person on television.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's just like I was so self-conscious because of it. And like there's like up through college, and then finally I saw one of those people a couple years ago, and I heard them say it, and I was like, I'm old enough to fight you now. Like I will hurt you.
You were
Like,
old enough to fight them then.
No, I wasn't.
Call me that.
I was 5'2", and my voice was up here. But but that my Beans was from a very awful place.
Oh, well, you can call me Beans.
I don't want to. I don't like that word now because of it.
Okay.
It's a swear for you now.
I just say burrito. I don't say
Okay.
bean burrito.
Okay.
XYZ with Erik Zachary. What's a nickname that you got? That you're like, I don't know why I got this. I don't like it, but I have it. Audrey is from Minnesota.
Yes.
Jordan is from upstate New York. You moved around before that, but for all intents and
Syracuse.
purposes,
Yeah.
you bleed orange. I'm from Chicago, suburbs of Chicago, also Chicago. Before someone's like, well, you can't say that if you were in the city. I also lived in the city too. All of that to say, as someone that lived other places, all three of us, how long is that your identity? Is like, oh, that's the guy from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's the girl from Minnesota. That's the guy from upstate New York.
Right.
You know, before it's not the thing you lead with every single time.
So I think because it really has to do with what city you move to, because in a city like Chicago, there is such personality there, right?
Yeah.
Where like because I've been here for 12, maybe 13 years,
Yeah.
I still consider myself a transplant from upstate New York.
Yeah.
Solely
Which is
because
wild because you've lived here almost longer. If not
yeah,
longer.
exactly. But the second I start claiming this new city, and because it has such personality, they're gonna be like, oh, well, where'd you go to high school? What streets did you grow up on? Where
Yeah.
like if I had moved to, maybe another tertiary city,
Sure.
I would, it would be something totally different, and I'd start taking on that persona. But I can't go up to somebody who's naturally born in Chicago and be like, oh yeah, I'm from here too.
I do find it interesting because Jordan and I, and Audrey, but especially Jordan and I, travel a lot for work, right?
Yeah.
And people will always ask, where are you guys from? And usually we'll either answer in unison or I'll lead and I'll say Chicago.
Yeah.
But if I say it and then they look at Jordan, he goes upstate New York. Even though I'm like, dude, you've lived in Chicago for 12 years.
I'm never gonna claim it.
Yeah.
That said, I usually, because I don't want Chicago to be my only identity, and it's nothing against that city, but I'm from there. I live there. I moved away from there, and I returned to there. Obviously, I like it.
Right.
But I almost always go, I also lived in New York for 5 years. Because that's the interesting thing about me, to me, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes me a little different when I'm talking to someone is like, people love to talk about Chicago, especially people not from Chicago.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, how many gunshots go off? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
Yeah.
But New York, I think, is a very common ground city because most people that you talk to that have lived in New York moved there, right?
Right.
That is a
Yeah.
very transplant, especially Manhattan City.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So how long are you going to claim Minnesota, Audrey?
Forever.
Okay.
I think probably. I mean, I
Do you think you'll go back to Minneapolis area?
someday, probably.
Okay.
But I do feel like what I'll do now, because I have been living here for so long, is I'll give like a little. I'm originally from Minnesota, but I've been here for 6 years. You know, like
Sure,
I feel
yeah.
like then people are like, oh, okay, so that like gives people a gauge of like what I do know and what I don't know.
For sure.
Because I'm never gonna claim here. I'm not from here.
Right,
I don't have. I don't even know parts of the city yet. You know what I
just
mean?
a little disclaimer, because I feel like if you're hearing this, we don't always pull back the curtain, but we record the show from Chicago. We also travel consistently to all of the different radio stations that air us, right? So
Yeah.
we're everywhere from the Kansas City area to LA to Bakersfield to Pacific Northwest. I mean, so it's given us a lot of perspective on the different areas. We pride ourselves in knowing about the places that we're on the air in. That said, I've definitely had people be like, why do you know so much about Chicago? And I'm like,
Oh, I live here.
I owe Jordan an apology. He brought up the topic nicknames you didn't ask for, and we didn't get to Jordan.
I mean, you guys have such an experience with the nicknames that you have.
Audrey and I both have nicknames that we don't mind, that we got assigned. We also have nicknames from our past where it's like, I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't know why that applies to me in any capacity.
Yeah.
Jordan, you gave me Rick, which confuses everyone.
It's just Erik without the E. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. It's just not something you would put together in your head in real time. And like, I actually get confused when Jordan calls me Erik. Like that's how long he's committed to calling me Rick.
Like, if I call him Erik, he's probably in trouble. Like, I'm probably bad.
To be fair, I used to always call you Turk.
Yeah.
We have a friendship very similar to Scrubs.
Yes.
Donald Faison and Zach Braff.
JD and Turk.
So I call you Turk, but also I feel like just in the last 2 years I've just switched to Jay.
Jay, you've just been calling me Jay a lot.
It's just the easiest.
Yeah.
Because again, if I call you Jordan, you're in trouble.
Right, exactly.
Like, we have an executive HR meeting. If I'm calling you Jordan.
Exactly.
Or I'm mad. I'm yelling your name across the city like, Jordan!
Yeah, fair.
But Jordan, what other nicknames have you had?
So in college, when I was like making music and performing shows, like there was a split second where I would have like diva moments either about a writer or something. And so one of the guys I would play with, I don't know where it came from, but he was like, I was getting upset about something, and he said this in front of a ton of people, and he was like, hey man, you gotta pump the lotion, man. You gotta pump the Jergens, man. What? And started calling me Jergens.
Oh God.
Because he was like, you gotta take a deep breath. You gotta take a couple pumps. You gotta pump the Jergens, man.
I hate that.
And so,
that makes
like,
me feel so uncomfortable.
Right? Yeah, but because he said it in front of a ton of people,
It
like
picked up.
whenever I started getting like angry or just like on edge, they'd be like, hey, Jergens, man. Hey, Jergens, you gotta chill out, Jergens. You gotta pump the lotion, man.
Nicknames for when someone's getting mad is the worst kind
Oh,
of
and
nickname.
it used to...
Because it will just come around and round
Yeah.
and
Like,
round.
it would diffuse me, but then I'm like, my point didn't get across.
Right.
And like, sometimes
Right.
it would be like a technical issue. Like, I need this fixed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now everybody's just talking
All
about
right.
how I have a lotion nickname.
Right.
Easy Jergens.
Right.
Calm
See? Exactly. See what I'm saying?
down. All right. That's it for us. On behalf of Beans, Wet Beefers, and Jergens.
Why you do her like this,
I did it to myself. I did it to
Why do you
myself.
do
I
her
did it to
like
myself. I
this?
call myself Beans, and that's like my most hated nickname in all of time.
Right. But arguably, Wet Beefers is worse than
It depends.
Beans.
Arguably, one can cause the other. That's it for us. We'll see you tomorrow on XYZ with Erik, Zachary, Audrey. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Jordan, say goodbye.
Just hang it up.
We'll
Let's
see
just
ya.
hang it up.